Hey, can you hear me?
So,
There you go.
excellent. How are
How you
you?
doing, buddy? How are you doing today?
Yeah, it's all good. How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
Yeah, it's all good. So good.
Awesome, man. Tell me what's going on with you. What's the last time you're currently using was it meme tools, was it?
Yes, meme tools. Basically, I think there's an issue with meme tools at the moment. I think they're working on some upgrade.
Really?
Um, yeah, so basically, there's a lot of issues. So I think they shut it down um, for the moment. They
Okay.
said they're going to send some sort of announcement, but it's been nearly 2 weeks. I've been waiting, so it's better if I just use another bundler in the meantime.
Yes, I
But
have.
I
I
don't
was
know
gonna
what's
tell
happening.
you, I have several that you can use, and they're way more efficient, and some of them are actually free. They cause transaction fees if you want to use a free bundler. I can show you a few of them if you like.
Yeah, so what I want to do, I'm looking at Coinwave. I kind of like that one. So
The web-based
uh,
one or pro?
that's going to be the web-based one.
Okay. Okay.
So I just need a bit of training on that, how to use it and everything, and just a couple of questions after that. Let me just share my screen.
All right. Now, are you looking to launch projects that are specifically CT crypto Twitter news based projects? Is that the goal?
Yes, so basically I've got one coin ready to launch, but the problem is I haven't got a bundler. So can you see my screen?
I Yep. Let me just make
Oh,
it a little bit
excellent. Okay,
larger.
yes. Yeah, so basically, I've made a coin called Zoomy, so that's what I want to launch. I made the website, the Twitter, everything.
Okay.
But I don't have a bundler to use at the moment because Mimitu is down a bit. So I just want to. I was just working on this one at the moment. So I just need a bit of training on how to use it.
Okay. Cool. Let me just get my settings right when it comes to the video, so you can have this recording at the end as well.
Okay.
1 second.
I think they brought out. Have you heard of the Voltex? They brought out the web-based bundler. They brought it out today.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna be looking
actually,
at it.
I've been in tune with that for well, behind the scenes. I've been testing it before y'all even knew about it. So I've been doing a
Okay.
lot of testing with that particular bundler, and yeah, I'm actually waiting for BH to reach out to me, which is the owner of that company, because yeah, definitely we're gonna work on some more stuff.
Oh,
All right, I
excellent.
finally got the Coinwave in there now. So was that?
Are you gonna be, are you going to be sending out like a training video for that voltage?
Yeah. Eventually, I'll be doing that. Right now, he's essentially going through fixing this some bugs of that nature. So I'd like to like wait a couple weeks until all the bugs are kind of like done. So that way, when I go through it, everything's just symbiotic.
Oh, I see what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah, I would hate to be in the middle of a video, but like, hey, oh shit, this doesn't work.
yeah.
So let them get all the tweaks out, for the first few weeks, and then I'll jump in there and start, putting up some content for you guys. But I do see your
Okay.
screen now, and we can definitely get started as far as getting you started. So the first thing first is obviously we need to. First, I want to talk about what's your dev going to be funded with. Like, have you funded your dev at first? Before, let's talk about that.
Um, so what I want to do, I just want to do a test to see how it all works.
Okay.
So at the moment, I've got one soul inside. There
Okay.
is one question. Do you remember in meme tools we have to use Hedoni swap to find the
Correct.
wallets? Do we have to do the same with this one as well?
So you don't necessarily have to do that with this one because the mixer on this one works. However, I would recommend always mixing at least the dev wallet with that because you want to make it seem like it came from an official source, for official CEX type thing.
Yes, yes, I understand. How do you? So this is the dev, isn't it? This the dev wallet,
Yes, that is correct.
right? Okay. Because
Now
my,
you
my
can add
plan is to.
import wallets there as well too. Do you have wallets that you want to import in, or do you want to create new wallets from the web-based bundler?
Yeah, I just want to do some practicing. So for example, let's say if I want to create like I don't know 10 wallets, how would you do that? We could do it from here, and then I can. And do we have to when I import the wallets? It does it still has to come from different ecosystems?
Um, So when you import the wallets, as far as the question is, how do you warm them up and so they're not on bubble maps? Basically, is that the question in a sense?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
very cool. So yeah, so I'll show you how to do that step by step.
Okay.
But to answer your first question, as far as how to have more wallets, though, we want to create a group. So the groups will essentially add the wallets. On the far right side, you'll see it says create group.
Yeah, this one.
Yep. And then you can create manually right there or import wallets. Also, by the way, with your keyboard, you can hit the G key. So hit the G key real quick.
Yeah.
And as you see how that popped out right there, you can also add groups from that as well. So you can do it that way, or you can just hit G fast ahead. Yeah, either way, they'll do the same thing.
Right. Okay.
So that's to answer your first question. And then the second question in regards to the warm-up process. So let me break that down for you so you have a better understanding. Can we actually go to your dev wallet? Like, could you go to SoulScan? Well, let's look at the SoulScan on the dev wallet. I want to show you something.
Yeah. So
Now,
that's here, isn't it?
sweet. Yeah, I could just copy that. Let's go to soulscan.io and then we'll check out something. I want to see if it's got any dust in it. And I'll show you what dust is so you have an understanding on how to avoid this from happening, because it essentially attaches your wallets together on bubble maps once you start if you have dust. So scroll down.
Okay. Yeah.
And let's go to the very first transaction that happened, like all the way in the beginning. So probably the first day. So hit item 1 of 10. Maybe go to show fail 40 or something like that. Yeah. Perfect. And then scroll all the way down to the very, very first transaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So let me show you what we got going on here. Yes, there's dust. So this right here, actually, that's not the first transaction, right? Is it? I think you have one bit more. Go back to item. It says 1 of 40. Click on back. Yeah, back that. Is there more pages?
Yeah, just quite. You know what I'll be doing? I'll be doing a bit of practicing, understanding it, and just to see.
Okay, let's just go to the very, very, very first one, the very back one. Yeah, I want to go to the first transaction because that'll help me show you how to do this properly from a SoulScan perspective. That way, you're 100% golden.
It's quite a lot of transactions. I don't know.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. It's a good thing though for all the wallet history, though. I mean, especially for projects, because the dev wallet is older, so it's more snipeable.
Yeah.
So let's see here. It goes back to, I believe, 3 days. That's it. You're the end. I think. I think it's got to be the end. 12 of 12/4. Oh, go back one more. Yeah. So, deal. No, you're good. If you look, you see the transactions are not really moving. It's just going back and.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay.
I was just wondering. I'm like, am I seeing something? Okay, so let me show you what dust is. What dust is basically is what you see right there, where it says CITOOL.io with the Chinese lettering, along with the dog tools that's above that. So what happens is, as soon as you essentially fund the wallet or create the wallet, within a matter of like literally 5-15 minutes, maybe max, the spam dust protocols that are essentially ads in a sense too, which I low-key think Inside Bubble Max is actually working with these guys. You know, it's a very genius move. It's like, okay, I can advertise my casino, and then meanwhile you can pinpoint that these are literally clear wallets that are connected, you know? So what happens is, if this is seen on the SoulScan prior to a pump.fun, as you see right there above, it says 3 days ago, pump.fun, create token auto sell. You created a token there, that's fine, but what needs to happen is, before the dust reaches any wallet, I mean, the dev honestly is fine. It's different because but the bundlers, all the other ones, that's definitely what we're talking about right now. So if this was a bundler, I would say, I mean, a bundled wallet or a sniper wallet, you know, of sorts, of your other wallets, you would immediately need to buy, first of all, a coin on pump.fun once you disperse the funds using the hard disperse feature. So on Coinwave, they have a hard disperse mode, which essentially will, you know, clean your wallets. But before you actually get busy, you need to buy a token, any token, 0.0001, like a penny cent, it doesn't matter. It needs to show on the soul scan before the dust comes in. So that after you buy the token, literally about probably 15 seconds later, the dust will come in. And that's okay. As long as the dust comes in after the first buy of your dispersed mix, that's what will clarify this to be a full, you know, the hardest spins. Inside X won't ever catch these things. Now, there's a little bit more information I need to give you though, because
Okay.
I've literally have done this to the point where I've had like, you know, 45 soul in the game, and you know, until you actually get your Solana in the game, you'll go deep as far as how the level of Inside X goes. So Inside X has two levels to them. There's the version 1 and there's the version 2. Version 1 currently is seen on pump.fun, on Axiom, on Bullix, everywhere you go. You can click on the little bubble maps thing and pop up embeds, boom, it's there. Now, however, if you actually register with Axiom, register with Inside X, which is free, by the way. You can just go to them and just register a free Gmail account. Then you can actually get access to V2, version 2 of Inside X. Now, version 2, the way they work is it has super nodes. So what happens is if your wallets are seen in the contract for the first like 20 minutes, they will not be seen as attached in version 2. If you are type of a guy like me who likes to do chart reversals instead of launching, or maybe a person like is not doing like consistent like rug pulls, you're actually doing real projects and your wallets in the game longer. The longer the wallets are in the game, especially the first 500, they're viewed way more on V2 of Inside X. So what happens is I found out myself that the source funding showed all of them as the same, and the way you need to get around that is theoretically you take your wallet, you would send to a second wallet called like a dummy wallet, right? That dummy wallet you would use to hard dispense on Coinwave. Then you go ahead and buy a small little 0.001. Then you do that over and over again, but I would do that for 5 wallets apiece. Because if you theoretically had 5 wallets, even though they all came from the same funding source, you broke it down to a dummy source, which essentially which the V2 node will eventually get. Now, the pros and cons of this is most people are not looking at the V2 Inside X. But as soon as you get to DEX and you get these pro traders, they definitely are. You know, and so it depends on the level of where your project is, on how the severity of how you want to mix these things, and so that way you're not traced completely.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. But like I said, in your case, when it comes specifically to just the dev wallet, the flit that you have there does not matter, because the Inside X is theoretically not going. It's gonna. I mean, the dev is one thing. It's like the other wallets they're really looking at the most, which is all the other ones in the project. And 9 times out of 10, the dev sells anyways. You know.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. But yeah, basically with this particular bundler here, right? You will have the ability to go in, and you can actually import the wallet. You create the wallets right there. Once that happens, then we can actually get to the portion to actually transfer it and use the hard dispense feature. But again, one thing that also you need to keep in mind too, and this is what I need to also let you know too as well. I think I'm a little bit spoiled because I have, for example, I have Frog with Tools. Now, Frog with Tools has this thing called warm up mode, and honestly, I haven't seen that feature in a long time, since even with Meme Tools. Doesn't Meme Tools have warm up or no?
I've seen the option, but I don't know what it does.
Okay, so if it works, then you at least gotta software that at least has somewhat of usage to you, which is great, since you paid for it, right? So this is something that'll help you tremendously if it works. Basically what it does is it helps you buy from a random coin from like 0.0001. So imagine if you had 40, 50 wallets, the synchronous of a bot doing this for you, right after you hard dispense the funds, is way more accurate because you only have 20, 30 seconds anyways, or maybe 2 minutes max until the dust comes in regardless. So you find yourself, if you don't have that huge bot program that warms up the wallets for you, right? You find yourself in a situation where you're hard dispensing 5 and then manually buying 0.001 as fast as possible, which it gets kind of annoying at that point. It's usually the warm-up bot, it allows you to really have full leverage of getting through Inside X. And honestly, it's a feature that every bundler should have coming forth. But right now, the only ones I know that have it is Frog with Tools. I think Meme Tools, has it, like I said. And also Penguin Tools has it too. So that's something that you use in conglomerate with the actual disperse feature. If you don't use that in conglomerate with the disperse feature is just useless. People don't even know that.
Oh, okay. So how would you get around it using Coinwave?
So with using Coinwave, you would simply probably just old school tactic, just disperse with maybe one wallet, go in quickly and buy a token from a random dead coin that's 0.001. Just have it on the side as a tab. That would probably be your most effective way to doing it, because you won't have a program to warm up unless your meme tools works well. I think your meme tools should warm up correctly. Like honestly, that theoretically, the way they programmed it, I feel like it should work, because what it's going to do, all it's going to do is go to V1 coins that it already has pre-programmed within their system, and then buy from those pre-V1 coins, which always is going to be on the blockchain forever. They're never going to be V2 because they're already were programmed for V1. But right now, the issues your meme tools is having is the whole pump fund had created a whole V2 system, and everybody in the bundle game had to update, and they just are slow. That's pretty much what's come down to it.
Does Voltex have it? Because they've got the web-based version. Does
yeah.
Can do the
So Vortex has V2 that they're programming. If not, like they are going to will obviously release it with V2. I know V2 kind of came out in the midst of him like working on creating it. So I don't quote me on that, but I know for sure that's something that they'll have probably definitely before Meme Tools does. To be honest with you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. But basically, what I would do is if you want to, I could show you. Just first one, go to create group.
Yeah.
This dude just import one. Just create a one wallet. Create manually one wallet. Test or something.
So it's that one. Just do group one.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great group. Right. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So now let's go to distribute. Click on distribute right there. And then where it says advanced transfer, click on advanced transfer. And then user mixer. Perfect. So this is the way you would essentially actually do the hard dispense. Those two things need to be checked, right? And then you would disperse the funds to that specific new wallet. Not saying you have to do this now. I'm just going to walking you through it, right? And then once that happens, right, you immediately already have a tab open with that particular wallet with the private keys already done. Before you do the disbursement, the private keys of that particular wallet would have already been put into Phantom, literally on a dead contract, just waiting for me to get my disbursement, so that way I can just buy 0.0001 real quick, boom, like that.
Right. Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom. Now, if you want though, what you could do is you could still go back to meme tools, right? And you should load up just like 0.05 or 0.07 Sol into 2 or 3 wallets, and then do the warm up feature to see if it works. If it works, you simply will go to SolScan on that public wallet of the public key of those wallets, and you will see that Meme Tools has literally bought 0.001, like a small ass buy from a random coin. If it did do that, then that whole manual process is useless because you could just have meme tools do 50 coins at once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. But yes, that's
Cool.
how they're tracking them. So at least that, but like from a mining perspective, as far as like how to get things clean. But again, the best way to do it is to have one wallet go to one dummy wallet, and then that dummy disperse, whether it be 5 or 10 disbursements for wallets. At least that dummy acts as the source. So that way, in the later on the game, if they do release a V2 in February or January, you're prepared already. These like 50, say for example, 50 wallets have like 6 different sources or 8 different sources. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I wanted to add, let's say 20 wallets, so it's I'll have to do the warm up first. You're saying
What's that?
if I have to like upload 20 wallets into Coinwave, I need to do the warm up first. Is that every single time, or is it just a one off?
No, that's not every single time. That is just the first time to essentially make sure the wallets come off as separate entities. Um, Now, once that happens and they come off as separate entities, then you're completely fine. The only way, I think, yeah, that's the only way really they're doing it. It's all from the ground up. The connectivity of with a funding source is what essentially drives them all as sisters and brothers of the same hub. But as long as you disperse that, pretty much good to go. Until they discover
Mhm.
somehow some way to figure out that situation, and then we have to rebuild, repeat again.
Right. Okay. And the other way to do it is this way. You're saying.
Yes, that's correct. This is going to allow the disbursement first, the actual disbursement of the funds, because theoretically what happens is some way in the soul scan it confuses Inside X to not find the funding. That's how it's. But in order for it to be completely active, the funding gets lost because of the dust. And if the dust happens to happen after the funding, it defeats the purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. All right.
That's what's happening.
So how much would you do normally? 0.001.
Yeah, so you could theoretically fund and season a wallet with like 0.03, like as low as that, and then let it like basically um it's hard to spend there. That's a funding source, and then boom, buy immediately from the coin, and then that's 0.01, and then boom, it's good to go. And it's just waiting for 24 hours for it to be a season. As far as like on Axiom, it doesn't show as a leaf. Those leaves is because
Yeah.
they're 24 hours. That's all.
Oh, okay. So I have to wait 24 hours once I do this.
Yeah, there won't be a leaf. They'll be off bubble maps, but they'll just be leaves if they're 24 hours now.
Right. And you just do this once, isn't it? You mentioned just the one off.
Yeah, correct. The reason why you would do it multiple times a day, though, is because you're essentially like almost as if you're like an Instagram content creator, like, and you knew that your content was very like bad, but Instagram always deleted your accounts. You would just want to keep putting out more and more backup wallets so that way you can continue printing, so you don't have to wait one day like, damn, I'm out of wallets, let me go ahead and wait another 24 48 hours while you could have been. That's why you would do this every day, basically.
Right. Okay. All right.
I'm not sure how much secrets I should be giving on YouTube.
Yeah, because most people won't know this. They'll just think you buy the bundle, I just transfer, and that's it.
No, yeah, they don't know it, and then they buy the bundler, and then they're like, "Oh, bundler's not working," and then they give up.
Yeah.
But honestly, this is the thing you have to, unfortunately, like for me, I'm gonna be honest. I just sold one of my other students the other day. Once a year, I have a period where I do what I consider a liquidation period, because I have to figure out in the market what's working, what's not working, and fortunately and unfortunately, you can't simulate this because everything is PvP. So in order for you to detail if something's actually working or not, you have to put like deep skin in the game. So like, recently I had to put like 30, 40, 50 soul, in a project just to see if I was bubble mapped up. And man, it was good for a good 45 minutes until they saw me. And I was like, damn, why isn't the dev coming back to the live? Like, yo, everything was going good for an hour and a half. Like the dev was printing for me, and all of a sudden he went to lunch, and his team probably was like, "Yeah, you probably want to get off." I'm telling you. So it's one of those things where unfortunately, I have to be the guinea pig for a lot of people to find out this information, because in order for to find out, you got to have salon in the game.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So, bada bing, bada boom. But I do want to say though, currently I believe the Coinwave app is working in a way where they're trying to be competitors to a lot of these plugins such as Rapid Fire, which is another bundler slash sniper, but they basically are kind of like Coinwave, but more so heavy into launching on multiple platforms like bags, like random, all types of like radius. Like you have more options rather than just pump, right, or bonk. And then there's a lot of other different bundlers that are specifically trying to be this niche for crypto Twitter. That's why I asked you in the beginning, because if it wasn't for that, I would recommend another bundler that has the same fees that Coinwave has. So it's not like you're going to pay anything more. However, I believe the way that they have their volume bot, as far as the way that it works, is probably a little bit better than Coinwave, because Coinwave currently is like, grab a great meta tweet, create a coin, and then at that point you can bring volume in. But from that point, you're gonna have all your controls as keys. Like you need to be very accurate when it comes to your key binds. That's why I was telling you about G. There's also, if you click X, there's another one you could be aware about. This will allow you leverage in Coinwave highly.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
So with this one, how would you let's say if you want to put 20 wallets in, so I would just click the manual, that one, group 2.
That's correct.
I'll just do this thing.
That's right.
Group 2. And then you just do the usual distribute and everything, and then when you launch the coin, how would you launch it? I know you normally go here. So what's the bet? Because if I was doing a Bitcoin and I want the market cap to go up to $50,000, for example, because I've got a separate team who will do the marketing for the coin.
Okay.
He's pretty good. So how would you launch it? What's the best strategy? Would you
My best strategy would be essentially what I would do, like a snipe with, like, basically. Well, first of all, let me ask you a question. If you're doing a team, is the dev going to be in or out? That's the question first before I answer any strategy. They need to find out if we're playing chess or checkers first. Is the dev going to be in or out of the project?
What do you mean, like me?
Yeah, like the dev, not like you, but like the dev wallet, basically.
Oh, the dev wallet. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is it better to sell when you launch it straight away, or is it better to leave it?
So what now?
So, is it better to, when you launch the coin, is it better to sell the dev wallet first?
Right. Well, most of the time it is, and the reason why is because everyone prefers for the community to have a basically equal amount or proportioned amount of supply than a particular team or person, because people don't trust people. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
They trust people, but they don't trust like people, like person particularly. People and persons are different, right? So most of the time, when you have a dev in the project, the dev is going to be highly responsible for basically bring a shitload of marketing money and it already got the whole game together. Like you're gonna be the one running the volume bot, you're the one paying decks, you're doing everything, and everyone's just basically holding or maybe gening. But in a community play, you come the bundlers and what you're using now becomes more of a strategy just due to the fact that no one knows who you are because all these wallets are separate, you know. So you can sell at points and you're not affect like your reputation in a sense.
Yeah, I understand. So what if I like sell like 50% of that?
50. I mean, as long as the dev is in the project, it's the people are going to say that it's a dev project. When the dev is fully out, then they'll be like, okay, there's projects all the time, brother, that actually the devs are completely in all the time though, but they just sell the dev, so it looks like they're out. So it's a chess game at that point, you know. Everyone just wants the market cap to go up. But at the end of the day, I feel like there's way more pressure if the dev is in the project because there's the narrative. It's all about the narrative. For example, if you're doing, I'll give you a very good example. If you're doing tech narratives, like, can I give you an example? Matter of fact, can I possibly just give you an example and chill at the same time? Go to pump.fun real quick. Let me show you my project.
Oh yeah, I need to get more VPN because I'm in the UK.
So go to pump.fun. Oh, is it working?
Yeah, give it a second. I'm just connecting to VPN. In UK, it's banned.
Oh wow, for real? That's crazy.
Yeah, so we can't go to pump.fun.
That is crazy. Okay, wow, that's good to know, I guess. So go to any coin. I don't care what coin it is. It's like I'm playing a game of cards with you. Pick a card, any card. So pick any coin, don't matter what coin it is. Just go to any coin you want. All right, so let me give you an example of a dev play and why a dev play would make sense. I have a project that I'm going to launch right now. I'm not right now, but I'm going to launch pretty soon. And I feel like personally it's worth multi-millions of market caps. The reason why is this. Go to the front of Pump Fund now and type in CTO this.
Type what in here?
No, in the address. Where it says pump.fund /coin / blah 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 blah. The actual address, the www.https.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, on the front, the very, very front. Just type in HTTPS. Yeah. No. Before pump, just type in CTO this before pump. Before pump.fund. No.
Yeah.
The first one, yeah. Yeah, before the pump.
Before the pump, yeah.
Yeah, type in CTO this.
CTO, what was it? This?
Yeah.
THIS,
like this. CTO this, like your community takeover. CTO this. You know what CTO is, right?
Yeah, the community takeover, yeah.
Yep, CTO this, THIS.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now enter. And this right here, just put 12 as your captcha. This right here is a tech play. So now this is my project. I haven't launched it on CA. I mean, the project is launched, but not the actual like token yet. But now people, if this project gets fucked up, whatever, they can literally come to CTO this. They can go to market cap. They can see the volume. They can shield. They can pay decks. They can chat with our community. They can do votes. All that shit there. Nothing can be deleted. No XCOM can be deleted. No Telegram can be deleted. Like literally, it's valuable. It's a tech project, So a dev is obviously this would not be a community project because the dev is literally running the tech. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Well, unless if you do something, this is like a dev type of situation where if you have like Elon where he just tweeted like fucking Trump sucks dick or something, and then all of a sudden it's like the Trump Elon dick sucking coin. There's no point to really have a dev because this is something you would want the community to fully activate and jump into and ape in and feel like it's a community like driven situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. I understand. So it's always better to sell the dev.
Yep. Yeah. I would say unless you're doing what I'm doing, I like to actually develop. Like I actually personally like when the developer is literally a dev for a reason. Developer. So I like to program. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't got a programmer in that motherfucker, then kill him.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the project while you're here?
What's that? Yeah, it looks good. It's good. It looks good.
Yeah, and it's right. It's attached to every market cap and life is right. All you gotta do is CTO this for everything. So once that blows up, I feel like it's gonna be millions of market caps because behind the scenes there's a lot of analytics you can find out, like who's tweeting, who's rating, like a lot of admin shit that people would want that type of analytical information for inner circle plays.
Cool.
But yeah, you can go back to the Coinwave now. I just wanted to show you basically the difference between a tech dev situation and why it makes sense compared to just a coin that has like some type of LAR that's like, to the people, for the people type shit,
Yeah. So when you want to come in, so how would you, because obviously you have multiple wallets to launch in the coin, would you do it all together or will you do it one by one? Or
you say, sorry, what was the question again?
So when you let's say you got a community takeover, you launch the coin, you sell the dev, the wallets that you need to put in, you need to buy the coin with.
Right.
Do you do that all together or do you just do it?
So okay, so this is what I personally have do, right? And it's gotten for me a lot easier because of just technology, honestly. So let me I think I could show you something, but there's two things. One is there's three things actually, but the first thing first is the floor. Always the floor. Beyond obviously the meme, what we just talked about, which is very important too. Obviously, probably more important than the floor. But after you got the meme already, down, and you already know the narrative you're gonna follow, then grabbing the floor is highly advantageous. And I'm not saying that you need to spike up the floor to like 30 or 40K because it looks bundled from that point, especially if you don't run volume after that. But the key is to at least get 10% of your contract minimum before you start doing any volume. And ideally, what a lot of people do, which is the problem, is let's say if they're working with 25 or 30 SOL, right? They'll blast the chart, even if they get off bubble maps, right? Which is fine too. That's another, that's we just talked about that obviously, but that's one entity. But they'll blast the chart. They'll essentially have a green candle. It'll be basically starts at like even if whether it's a safe mode or non-safe mode, they literally blast it with all the wallets. Well, all that does is just make it look super unnatural. The reason why is because the wallets get bought. Even if you do get a couple people here and there that might snipe, here and there, make a little small little profit. But at the end of the day, green candle goes up, and then there's no other traction. So immediately, because the timing is everything, and also the chart is everything, and numbers are everything. So immediately, people who have a brain can say, "Oh, this coin just launched. It's at 2 minutes ago. It just launches at 20,000, 30,000, or 15,000, or whatever it is, right? But it's not moving. There's no one else is buying into it, And it happens all the time, And people that are new on Pump Fund, they'll basically like maybe honeypot into it and buy it because they like the narrative and not even realize that people are waiting for one soul to be put in there and it's dumped. So what really should happen is instead of coming in with your full port, right, you come in like with 25% of your port weight, right, and then that other 75% of the port needs to be buy and sales, which essentially is painting the chart, but you're theoretically just buying more and more supply while you're doing that, so it looks natural. You see what I'm saying? And if anything, then you get like guys that ape like 5, 3, 2, 4 SOL right into it. That base is always there to nuke them out. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever the volume bot's doing up and down, that base has still got 10%, which is going to nuke them out. So that's the way to essentially think of it. Now, to do it, however, is a matter of just like you have right now. Deploy tokens, you upload the token, you essentially do a it's up to you. You could do a vamp or a snipe, but essentially this is like creating a token from scratch, right? A bundled situation would be hypothetical because then obviously let's scroll down a little bit. And what you would do is I would actually do, not sort of bundled, I would do standard and I would do sniper wallets, and I would do 3 to 4. Because usually if you do 3 sniper wallets, they're not detectable on there it goes, 3. Yeah, exactly. They do the same thing. So 3 wallets is max. So you can literally put one soul if you want into 3 wallets and hit it with a dev wallet at the same time on block 0. Basically, it'll snipe right into it. And what is going to happen here is, one, bubble maps will still be clean if you disperse and you buy, like I showed you properly. But beyond that, at least you have your base there. That's your base. So let's say you're working with a dev. You dev with 3 plus another 3 in each wallet, so that's possibly 6.75 or so already. You sell the dev, maybe for a little bit of profit if you do get somebody coming in. If not, you don't lose anything really with a dev. You still have now 3 wallets with 3 soul, which have probably bought about 10% of the contract. 3 soul at freaking 3,000 market cap, that's like pretty much probably 10%. I would pretty much think about, like, that's about a good probably 9-10%. And so those 3 snipers with those 3 souls are your base, and then everything else volume wise is essentially, buy sell. But you know that you're selling because you just have to make it look organic, but in reality you want to keep buying your own chart. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, the reality of the fact is this: is that between 3,000 to 7,000 market cap, there's an easy room and growth, because as you know, from 3 to 6 is a 2x. You know what I'm saying? So, if a person comes in with 0.25, which a lot of people do, 0.65, 0.85, they're usually trying to come in and leave at 6 because they're trying to quickly X out those snipers, and it fucks up your liquidity a little bit because you're taking out of your chunk. So that's expected, but that also will be recovered with demand, supply and demand. It recovers with that. So just be aware of your pros and cons.
Right. Okay. So how would you do it on here then? How would you buy and sell? Can we do
how would you buy and sell? You said.
Yeah.
You have to launch a coin first, though, to do it.
Yeah, that's fine. So if I go.
You could just launch if you want with the dev, and then it'll give you the examples so you can see. It's actually, if you push the R, is it?
G.
Yeah, my bad. G. And then when you hold G, and then it'll pop out.
It's loading.
Oh, gotcha. No worries.
Let me refresh it. Right, here we go. Okay, so let's say if I want to do this, we're just going to do a test. Let's say 0.01 over to 1. Distribute to all wallets. This is only a test, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
All right.
Hold on, refresh this. Why are you distributing? It's an issue. Okay, let me create another one because maybe it's 20 is too much. So I'm just gonna.
Alrighty.
So test, right? Right, there we go. So we got some soul in there. So what I would do to just assume there's quite a lot in there. So it's deploy on fun. We're just doing the test.
Yep.
Test and then load. Right, so this is the dev buy, isn't it?
Yep.
And then you said put 3 snipers. You know this sniper, is that me as a sniper or someone outside as a sniper?
What's that now?
This sniper, does that represent me as a sniper?
Yes.
I'm
Yep.
sniping
Yep.
my own death.
Yep. It will. It's
Oh,
basically
okay.
saying that you have to have 3 wallets that's going to snipe, and then, but you, yeah, I mean, at this
Okay.
point, you do have 3 wallets that you have no soul in them in groups.
Yeah, so I'm doing one with it's a test group which has got 5 wallets inside.
Okay, perfect. Then that'll work. Yeah, just have 3, and then it'll select. Did you put your description already in there, or the you don't have to put that
Uh,
in there. It's optional.
yeah, just a test. I just
Okay.
test. Yeah.
Cool. 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 Boom. Boom. Launch 3. Perfect. What's your dev by at?
Therefore, I just do a short one of 0.01. Right.
Did
That
you?
should
And
be
then right
fine.
there where it says wallet group, you have to assign that on top because or it won't fire
Mm.
off the snipers. It says none currently. You got to select the one that has the
Ah,
5.
okay. So what about if I have 2 groups? Let's say if I want to do 40, for example.
If you want to do what now?
So I create a group that's got 20 wallets and create group two, which has got another 20 wallets.
So the
How
group
how would
essentially
I?
would have. Well, the group will be the label, and then you would have all the wallets in there. But at this point, you're doing when it comes to bundle, you can use more wallets. But at the moment, you're doing a normal snipe. I mean, a normal snipe, so it'll only maximize to 3. So it basically at this point, it would choose 3 of the wallets, and it would snipe into them. And you can actually set the parameters too in a second of what they snipe into for as well. I'll show you that if you.
Right.
Yeah. So now,
So that one is.
by the way, do you want to instant sell? What that does is if people buy after you, if it gets to a certain percentage, it'll instant sell on them. Do you want to
Yeah.
try that?
Would you recommend that?
Yeah, I made like a half a soul like a couple times doing that.
Okay.
Cool. So 3 wallets, Max will snipe the launch. Okay. Go to.
It's bundled here. I don't know.
Oh no,
That
yeah, not bundles, not just standard.
okay.
Okay. Scroll down to deploy. You can deploy if you want.
Deploy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Launch a token. Successfully launched. And so there's your sale. Go to hit G. And as you see, oh, you gotta hold that, yeah. You gotta hold it, yeah. So you have what's sniped in? It looks like your token, and then it says live, attract, retrieve, boom. It says Market for it. Click on the Axiom or one of the trading things so we can look at it on chain
Yeah.
with the graph.
Yeah. Bear with me.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me share the screen because I have to share it as a window. 1 second.
Okay. Yep. Wait, so 1 second. Okay, cool.
So
So 3 wallets
sniper
is not the launch. Yeah, good. But
and
I'm
then
thinking
instant
to
sell.
myself though, um, there should be a setting of what it's sniping the launch for. So go ahead and close this for a second.
Okay.
Yes, and let's go to settings. Let's see something real quick here. Okay, that's good. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so go to presets.
Yeah.
All right, so let's scroll up a little bit, and let's go to create first preset right there.
This one.
Yeah. All right. Now you can do test, whatever you want to do, and then the dev buy amount. Put that in there, and then you do your 3 wallets for your snipe. All right. Create preset.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. And let's go ahead and apply. To comply, apply. Is it green? It's green.
Like,
It's green.
oh, there. Oh,
Yeah. All right. Perfect.
okay.
So now let's go back to your home, and then you could deploy now. Did that sell all of it? Did it fully sell?
Um.
It's holding 0. Okay, good. Yeah, it did. Just say remove
Okay.
all. You can remove it now.
Yep. That one.
Yeah.
And deploy. And that one. And this test.
Yeah.
Will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I click on this, it's gonna buy the dev, then sell it instantly, and then I should have the ability to purchase the
Right.
to go
Real
that.
quick though, go to top up, far right corner. It says strategies.
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's do startable 2 wallet strategies presets. 2 wallet standard. Okay, that's fine. You're good. Scroll down.
It's
And
going up.
yeah. Okay. So you're definitely holding something there.
It's just the wrong one. It's just this one.
Is that you as well? That
Yeah, this is me. Yeah.
both of them? Both wallets?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my wallet. Yeah.
I think that there needs to be potentially probably more Solana in the wallets for it to, because it's picking up, like this time it picked up 1 out of the 2. That's the first time with 1, because the test amount's a little low. I think the transaction fees are trying to, and also to confirm I'll confirm with XYZ on that too. But yeah, I mean, you're launching, and it did snipe it. I think also look at the thing about it is the amounts are so small, so they won't show up bundled 0. But like I said, the more Solana you put in there, you can really test these numbers with the bundled and the percentage snipers and of that sorts. But check out your bubble maps too. If they're tied in. And also, what I found out with bubble maps, by the way, is if you don't put enough soul in there, they'll just say you're not tied in when in reality you are. These tests won't be accurate enough, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. It's so too
Yeah,
small
that's fine.
for them to tell or care.
Yeah. Okay. So what I will do? Let me just do another one and then for a bit more. So I will do sell now. Right, okay, that's fine. So let me just remove that one. So this time I'm going to go back here. Um, how much shall I put just for a test? I'll put 0.1. Is that okay?
Okay. Sounds good. You want to try a bundled
Right,
one?
okay.
This one?
Sorry?
You want to try a bundled instead of standard? We can try a bundled when we
Okay.
deploy.
Yeah, let's try that.
So we go in there, yeah, do your testings.
It's instant sell, then that's fine, and the sniper. Then we've got that 0.09. Right, so what else is there? Is this, isn't it? I have to select. No, not that. This one, and then I click on test, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I think last time we didn't select that.
So
Maybe that's
let's
why
do
it
a
doesn't.
bundled.
This one.
Yeah. All right. Test. By max. So do me a favor. Go down and click on quick launch and add.
Quick launch.
And yeah, all the way to the bottom.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it says, all right, new quick launch enables SL dev by. Okay, that's fine. Cancel. You can cancel that. Just want to make double check out something. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
So safe is fine. Bundled. All right, let's run it like that.
okay, should I launch it?
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. Just gonna get that up now.
All right. Those walls came in. Those are
Yeah,
DB
that's it.
and those five, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Bada bing, bada boom. See how they have those
So
leaves
that's
though? Those leaves are because they're new. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
And also it's bundled, so it's got those things on it. So that's why they're bundled because it's the block zero. But hey, it's global map playing though. But I would still test that out though, honestly, when with more soul, because the more soul, the more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom.
So if, so if I go back there, then I can sell and buy.
Yeah. Go to your cell. There you go.
So when I'm in a project, right?
Uh huh.
Do I obviously have to buy I have to, the more you buy, the better,
So
right?
that's the thing, though. So that's what I was telling you earlier is that after you get that, what you just did right now was get the supply, right? That's the beginning of everything. Besides having, of course, the theme, the meme, you know, the not the lore. But now it's where, like, honestly, I mean, I like the way I like to describe it to people is like the difference between professional basketball players and non-professional basketball players. You know, like you now paint the charts, but you buy, sell. But in reality, in your mind, you just want to buy up and then just wait for everybody to buy on top of you. That's in reality your mind what you want to do. But unfortunately, that's not how the markets work because they know that the market manipulation software tools exist, obviously, right? So now that you got your base, what you bought in, you buy from those different wallets or other wallets that's in the group, uh, and sell by sell until and if you're clicking good enough, then you basically are painting the charts. You have essentially the graph open on the right side because Coinwave does not have a open graph internally inside it, like some of the other bundlers do. But you basically paint the charts, intentionally bring in FOMO because the higher the market cap rises, they're thinking that people are aping into the project, and in reality, is you're just essentially buying more of your floor up, but you're also selling positions, so it looks pretty much organic.
Right. Okay. All right. How much money you should put into a coin before you launch? Because I believe that the more supply
Yeah.
you own, the better.
Well, yeah. I mean, so again, it's about three things that comes down to it. All these three things matter. All is one, and that will determine that question. Now, you come in, let's say, with 10 or 15 soul. Let's say he had 10 or 15 soul. Okay, a person that has 10 or 15 soul
Mhm.
could launch a project, and as long as the project, the meme added up to it, they don't sometimes even have to paint the charts. Like for example, the other day, um, I believe Elon Musk, he had put a tab on the meme tabs coin, and he put a Doge, which was like a form of Doge coin, like a dope Doge. I forgot whatever the narrative was, but anyway, someone tokenized it, right? The person tokenized it, and that shit went crazy. It went like literally to 1.82 million in like literally less than 45 minutes, right? Um, you didn't at that point have to do
Yeah.
shit. All you had to do is literally drop the coin, and it was already because they saw the potential. Once they saw that the person of what happened and made a coin, they're like, oh, they get it. Elon made this particular section category a meme, and the face of this meme is this particular thing. So why not buy heavy? You know, it makes sense. If you're a person that thinks like that, you don't got to really think about painting. However, if you're thinking a person that thinks about uh, LARP, live action role play, or essentially just trying to extract Solana from just people in general, then you're painting the charts because you're bringing in extra liquidity, and then once you feel content, whether it be one or two slow profits, you're just nuking out all your positions. You really don't care about the project. You see what I'm saying? So it's two types of forms of people. Really, it depends
Right.
on
Okay.
all how you want to play it. That's why
Okay.
Coinwave
I got a
has a
question.
yeah.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say that's just why how Coinwave has a Twitter feed, because they're trying to get their users to essentially bring out deploys that essentially have a higher scale to to push out. Like you can drop something and hopefully in crazy because New York Post or something or someone of huge influence is behind it. You know.
Right. Okay. Right. So I've got a question.
Uh-huh.
So when you launch a coin, you have to own a certain amount of supply.
Yep.
Yeah. So how do you own the supply? Is it when you're putting in the wallets?
As
Is
soon
that
as you
how it
buy it.
works?
Once you right now currently you own the supply you own right now. You see it. There's like three wallets. It says 5 minutes ago, and it says 0.0919, but you own supply right now. Matter of fact, if you go to the actual Axiom, you can see how much supply all of those three of those tokens. Yeah, I believe you have three, by the way, three wallets sniped in. I see by one, so four altogether, probably with the dev, maybe 3 to 4. But yeah, you own supply right there. That's the supply. How much of it? You have to go into your trades and see how much it grabbed. It says right there, like once you grab it, it'll say like whatever tokens is called. You call it test. So whatever test tokens, like 300, 400 test tokens you bought or whatever it may be like that.
Right. Okay. If what's the maximum supply you can own?
So there's a billion supply tokens in the chain. The more and more supply you buy, the higher price they go. So, for example, like no one really can buy 199% because, like, even at like 99, even at like when a coin goes to like 140 million market cap, there's still like 10% supply left in the fucking. You know what I'm saying? So there's no, unless you're a trillionaire, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just your god candle of fucking shot all the way up to like 100 million, 100 billion, $1 billion. But in reality, like that's the reality of it. Like the higher the market cap goes, the more expensive the coins go, which is essentially the same like with Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin has only an amount of supply, and the more market cap goes up, that's why Bitcoin keeps going higher and higher because,
Yeah.
and that's how it works. Yeah. But billion, to answer your question, there's
Right.
a billion supply. At the very beginning, you can get 10% for like literally low as like one or two soul. You know what I'm saying? So that's 10% already of that billion. But the more and more you take, the higher cost goes up.
Right. Okay. So the more supply you have, the more you hold here is the more supply you own, isn't it? Is that how it works?
The more you, the more exactly. The more supply you hold, the more you own, the more you can essentially do to the charts when it comes to selling, and um, specifically with people bringing in different bids because they're coming in with one or two sold buys when you're really opening like 40% low key or 30% behind the scenes.
All right. Okay.
Yes,
All right. That's
seriously.
fine.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead and
think
stop
that's
the